Oh, okay, then that's not wanting to load. Okay, alright, hi everyone. Welcome to Fabula Ultima. I'm gonna go ahead and just tab on over and let you guys talk with chat because I gotta fix our board. Board's fucked up, so you guys can chat. I'll fix it.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, you sound...
Hey, how's it going?
Biaki just sounded like dead.
Welcome back, everyone. We are starting with technical difficulties, as every Ultima stream does. So hello, how are we doing? I know some of us are sick or getting over being sick and just generally have been having a typical fall bleh season. So how are we doing?
Blah.
Blech.
I'm doing all right.
Good, good, good. I'm glad we got one. How about you, boss?
I'm doing good.
Good, good, good.
Cool.
So, yeah, welcome back, everyone. Looks like stream is good to go now. I know the sound is all sounding good, so hey.
Welcome everyone.
I've discovered a love for writing with a quill and ink. It's so
Cool.
fun.
Yo, 13 months. Thank you for that subscription. Appreciate it.
Very nice. So, first thing we're going to do as we're coming back into the game, we're going to be dealing with some basic maintenance stuff, making sure that level ups and everything happen, as well as people, if you want to, I'm going to allow some changes to classes, that kind of thing, now that you have a feel of what the game is like. If you go to the items tab in Foundry, there should be new folders that are classes and classes homebrew with all the classes that are available to you. You can now just click them and look at them, and that's all the information is right there.
Where's it at?
Under items, it's the briefcase icon.
Okay. Classes. Got it.
Uh-oh. Oh, they actually have a monk class now?
That was, so there's a few things that I saw out of the homebrew that was like, oh, I should actually bring this folder in so people can see it. So yeah, there is a homebrewed monk class. There's a homebrewed vampire class. These are all things that me looking over them look absolutely fine to use. And they are built to be incorporated however we want to.
Okay.
Ooh, light bearer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna change anything.
Exactly what I'm looking for.
These look cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, Claude, I'm very confident you know what you're doing with your character and everything else, but everyone else is new players, so I wanted to give them a chance to revise.
I'm trying to remember everything about what I did before.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and open you up, Willow, and we will look over your stuff, because you are the runaway magic princess.
Yep. I'm a spiritist and an orator.
Yes. So that is the equivalent of spirituous, is basically you are using spiritual energies and to heal, to do support-based magic, and then there is the orator, which is kind of bard, diplomat, that kind of thing, to where you are doing more verbal manipulation. You have two very support-oriented classes.
There's sweetheart.
And you are missing a level up.
I am?
Yes, you are only 4 of 5.
Oh. Okay.
So we will take care of that in a moment. But that's what you were looking at with your abilities. Was very, you have cleanse, you have heal, you have condemn, and you have encourage. So very buff, debuff based.
Right. I would like to get a damage spell.
So anybody can have up to 3 classes at once, but you can have no more than 3 classes until you get one of them to level 10. So if you want to add a different class, you're able to. If everyone wants to, on your character sheets at the top right where it has XP, you can hit the pointing up icon, and that'll level you up and give you access to more classes and skills.
Did you already do that with mine?
No.
Okay.
You are
push
built
the
for level
button.
4 instead of level 6. So you have 2 class levels you need to do and 1 skill level.
Okay.
Oh, I'm level 6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
not.
we guys all leveled up through the tutorial adventure. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck on these 2 hunter classes that I might switch out on. I don't know which one's better.
Yeah, they're two different types. We'll have to look them over and see which one fits you best if you want.
Also, the one that has like the circles, if hatered, you will never find your quarry. Is that how it's supposed to be said?
Which one? The hunter with the like targeting icon?
Yeah. The summary says if hatered.
If hatred? Oh, hatred is probably a typo in the home route. Or it might not be. I'm not sure. So this is interesting because this looks like no bloodhound, silver and garlic, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Some of this is first blush for me as well. So it is something for us to talk about and discuss and see if it's appropriate or not. And if it's not, then we do have the systems we have already in place.
I already want to change one thing, so.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Getting rid of Dark Blade, Dark Knight, and switching it with Vampire.
Okay, we can do that.
I was considering doing Lightbringer too, but they removed my light spells, and I want to have light spells, so. And it doesn't look like Lightbringer is really that useful.
Gotcha. I will go ahead and switch that out.
It just seems better, honestly.
Sure. Okay.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Oh, I love this one. The snake hunter I might swap out with something else.
Okay.
Because Vital Strike sounds really good.
Did I import correctly? Yes. Awesome. Sorry, I'm going through and making sure everything is appropriately brought in. Okay, there we go. So in that same tab, the items tab, there's now skills and skills homebrew. So this would be choosing the skills appropriate for your class. So when you find the skill, just bring it and drag it in from the skills.
Could get rid of Chimeras.
I think
Mhm.
if I can, from the Spiritist, I think I want to learn the spell called Lux.
Okay.
So do I just grab it and drop it in?
Yeah. So is it
I
a...
don't know.
Sorry, so it's a spell.
Yeah, I just put
Okay.
it in.
Yep.
And so that would be using a spiritual skill point.
That would be putting so you need to level up your spiritualist,
Uh-huh.
and then you'd be using 1 point into spiritual magic. Yes.
Okay. And you said I had 2?
So yeah, they should be both into spiritualist for what the spells you have are.
Well, for the spells I already had, I had 2.
Right, but you have 3 perks. You have the healing power and then 2 spells, which is 3 levels in spiritualist.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
So,
that's where the mistake is.
What do the levels on the classes do again?
The levels on the classes are basically saying this is how far I've invested into this, and for each one level you point into a class, you get 1 skill point to spend in that class's skills.
I see.
Yeah, so core. So in your classes tab,
mhm.
I've updated it. So you have Spiritist, the first one. It is now level 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Down in your skills, you see the star icons.
Mm-hmm.
Those are skill levels. And so between your 2 spiritualist skills, you have 4 points invested.
Okay.
So that is the goal, is that you want your points invested to equal your level.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be it.
You're done then. If you have nothing else
Okay.
you want to change, your level up is finished.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So you're thinking you do want to go with that snake hunter for yours, Colt?
Yes, I have it
Okay.
added in there.
Fantastic. Let me double check and look at some things real quick. So you're dropping Elementalist.
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and remove that skill. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 1 more point to invest, and I think that goes into, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You have another hunter skill you can pick up. Because you have 2 points into it, which means you get 2 skills.
You have.
So how's it going, YouTube and Twitch? You having a good time? Beatrice, how you doing over there?
Actually, yeah, she had to step away for a second.
No worries.
Yeah.
Well, how about you then, Biako? How are you feeling with things?
I've been trying to look through some of the homebrew stuff. I'm not quite sure if any of them would be better for what I'm trying to get. Trying to
Yeah.
do. Because I mean, he is supposed to be a monk, but the monk is not necessarily like the homebrew one. Is not necessarily what I was trying to go for necessarily. I'm just looking to see, and then I was looking at like wrestler or like even like brawler, and I'm not 100% sure if any of them would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but basically, what I wanted him to be is just being able to like fight with his fists and
Mhm.
just like enhance his attacks with like fire magic. That's basically what I was trying to do.
Yeah, and I think you've got a good vibe with what you've got going on already. It was just Just a matter of having the options there. But I do think, yeah, how you've built him so far is very in line with your vision.
Yeah. So so now I'm just trying to see, what to go into next. Let's see. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a different spell or actually maybe adjust some things. Like I'm not. Because currently I have. Because I wasn't sure there was like Spellblade, but then there's also the Cataclysm. It's like arcane weapon, but I don't know if my fists count as arcane weapons or anything like that, so I don't even know if that works.
Gotcha.
But let's see.
Sorry, back. Suki threw up, and I had to go clean it up, and then I had to go make her eat food.
Oh, poor baby.
She's just an idiot and refuses to eat. She's the only dog I've ever met that never wants to eat food.
Arcane weapons would be like rods and the like, so it would not be your fists.
Yeah, so so I'm kind of looking like I'm thinking because right now I have Ignis as a spell. I had to look at the spell list if there's another one that we'd be able to use better.
Sure. So there is elemental weapon that you might want to consider out of the elementalist rules, or elementalist spells. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think I did see that as well. So it's just basically choosing. Let me see. All damage becomes a chosen type. Okay.
So yeah, basically you can manipulate the damage type of your attacks using elemental weapon, and casting it gives you a free attack action, so you're not wasting an attack to do that.
Okay. I guess that's basically the thing that I wanted. At the get go. I do want to have like as a range. I do want to have it as like a range skill. So I think I still want to keep Ignis. So I think if I wanted to apply that, I'd get another level in Elementalist and get that spell, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was also looking at let me see. Because I mean that would just so that like my basic attacks would be fire based. So which like trying to do that, but also just trying to think of a little bit more. I'm looking at these things from like more utility, like Bone Crusher sounds like it would be neat.
Yeah.
And also let me see. Or Breach. So it's like it's more kind of utility, trying to like debuff targets or like breaking their like equipment.
Yeah.
Trying to think like what honestly, like what do we have anyone else that kind of does that really?
Which part?
I guess more like I don't know how many like debuffs or anything like that. I think we might have people that put debuffs on, but I don't think anybody that actually like breaks equipment.
Right. Vitexi has some, or sorry, Vitexi has a few. Willow has a few, but no one that's like breaking equipment, I don't think.
I'm also thinking if maybe, because I think I think I do want to get elemental weapon, but I don't know if I want to like shift anything else to like get like breach. But I might just have to wait till next level.
Well, levels do come pretty quickly with Fabula, so at the very least, it's always every 2 sessions we'll have a level up no matter what.
Okay.
It can just be more than that depending on how many Fabula points the party uses during the sessions.
Okay.
I forget, where do you keep track of? Oh, there it is. I have 4 Fabula points right now.
Okay, yeah. I think then, yeah, it's just gonna be. I think I'm just gonna get a level in Elementalist and get elemental weapon. I think.
So I'm gonna have to probably go around 7. I gotta cook around then. Did some cooking for everyone.
Okay.
Just letting you know. It's fine.
No worries, no worries. Like tonight will be a relatively compact session because we're getting you guys up to date, making sure your characters are ready to go, and then we're going to be looking at what we want to do in the world, because now that you are out of the tutorial, you guys start having some control over where you're going, what you're doing, that kind of thing, and it will help me give me information to make sure that the next session will be fully fleshed out. So I have basics set up for things. You guys are going to help me figure out where you and where your characters decide they want to go and what they're going to do, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
So yeah. All right. So the taxi, how are you feeling with your classes? What are you thinking of blowing up?
I think I'm going to keep my classes the same for now. I'll look into those homebrew ones a little later. Maybe after I get one of these to 10. This time I just picked up the Esper skill for psychic gifts.
Ooh, okay.
I specifically chose gravitokinesis. Whenever I deal damage, I can change it to either earth or physical, and then it does some extra damage on top of that.
Okay.
Also, if I happen to hit a flying creature, it forces them to land.
Fantastic. All right then. And Ida, how are you looking and feeling about vampire so far?
I need to bring it up again. Sorry, I had all that stuff I had to do.
No worries, no worries.
I think we do need to do some adjustments because I think that dark needs to be switched to light. And yeah, like light and dark will have to be swapped under vampire free benefits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So it would be take less damage from light and more damage from dark.
Yes, that's how you're currently set up, customized. So
Yeah.
that won't change it, thankfully.
Okay. We'll double check it when we start running.
Yeah.
Malediction. Yeah, Lifewell and Nightmare Visage was kind of like what I was kind of interested.
Okay.
Because the Dark Knight, I'm already running Dusk on the other game, and I wanted to not have, you know, same thing going on with her. So I'm gonna go with Vampire. So I'll go with Vampire Spiritist. What was it? Bodyguard, I think?
Guardian.
Guardian, yeah. I'll stay with those.
Okay, so right now, with what you described, you have 2 points in Vampire, 1 in Spiritist, 2 in Guardian. So you have 1 more level to spend.
I might... Let me check Spiritist Magic. I want to see if they have any other stuff.
Sure.
Or do I...
You do have... So for Spiritual Magic, in your character sheet, go to classes, down to spiritual magic, and when you click on it, there should be a button for spirituous rules.
But you were
That'll bring
saying
up your magic.
Okay, you were saying something else too.
Vampire also has its own version of magic.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's what the maledictions are.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I wouldn't mind just rounding it all out, you know, with all three. Oh, Aura's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, let's see where that's. So yeah, maledictions are basically curses.
Soul weapon's pretty cool too. Let me
Yes.
look at my vampire, not that. Damn it.
Let's see, where are you at? There it is.
Malevolent maledictions. But shit, I don't know where the.
It's
spells
I
are.
just brought it in. So if you, it's a journal entry called Vampire Rules. Let me make sure you can see it.
Yeah.
There. So yeah, it should be in your journals tab, should be Vampire Rules, and there's the maledictions list.
I'm trying to think. If this actually really fits what we envisioned, like vampires.
Yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, and no
Yeah.
worries.
I'm just trying to think of how we would kind of. I mean, they are smiting shit, so I mean, they still kind of work. I don't know. What are your thoughts, considering we talked before about Soat's story, lore for these?
Give me just a moment. I was going to check something in Spiritualist Magic. But I think that it's working well so far. I don't see anything that's really contrary to it.
Well, I'm looking through the maledictions is why.
There is, if you're looking for smiting, there is in Spiritualist Soul Weapon.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Since you no longer have your Dark Blade, you no longer have a way to deal light damage.
Oh, I got rid of my dark. Oh, yeah, I don't have a way to do light damage, do I?
Nope, you probably want to do Soul Weapon for that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Do you think the maledictions are too, like, evil for what we've...
I think currently, yes.
Okay, so we might want to see what we can change and adjust.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Okay.
you don't mind that we go back and homebrew some of the homebrew that's already homebrewed.
Yeah, no problem. And
Okay.
I updated your class and spell.
Okay, I think that's going to be better
you,
for the moment. I think that's going to be better for the moment. And then we can talk more about adjusting the spells and stuff.
Okay, I think
malediction?
everyone is leveled up.
Okay.
Yeah, so you currently don't have maledictions. You have your life well, you have your nightmare visage, and then you have your new level of spiritual magic for your soul weapon, and that would be your new levels.
Okay. Do you think the vampire is more fitting though?
I think it is. I think overall this lines up a lot closer to what you have been imagining. It just takes a little bit of tinkering, which is not a big deal.
Yeah, we can redo the maledictions later, off
Yes.
stream. That's something we can talk about.
There is also always, the siphon vitality as well,
Yeah, I like
or
that.
the transmutation. Yeah.
I think to be able to cast my Lux, I need to have that weapon. I think is it a spell or what is that thing? Okay, soul weapon.
So this is like the elemental weapon we were talking with Zarek. Basically, it's a magic spell you cast. If you cast it on yourself, you get a free attack. So there's no like wasted action if you just want to do light attacks.
Okay.
And it stays until it ends.
Okay, so I need to cast at the beginning of the scene then?
Yeah, so you when we go into a battle, you cast that, and that will also give you an automatic attack as well.
Okay, and then I can use my regular attack
Anything else.
abilities. Okay. Okay, I just have to remember to cast that before anything else.
Yes.
All right.
And that also gives Lux is still around if you want to cast actual magic as well.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep Lux. I didn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah. So the other thing that we need to do, or Ida needs to do, is decide what their visage is. What is the look of it? What do you transform into?
Does it matter, like, exactly specifically what?
No.
Unicorn. I don't know why. It just immediately came to mind. Because it reminds me of all the purity, and especially with her, what is it? Where is it? Devotion. That's what immediately I thought of.
That's cute. I like it.
I don't know why, but it just immediately was that.
Yeah. It fits, though.
So which of the skills do you think it would be best for? So you have a cursed. So basically there is a flaw in the visage that basically like, so you have fatal flaw. So that can be light or fire, or we can say dark instead. There's savage, which is if you don't deal damage, you have to attack somebody randomly.
Okay, that's a berserker.
Death rattle, which is like the death of something, like in this case for the unicorn, the death of something beautiful, like afflicting everything around it. Or accursed, which is maintaining it, you lose MP slowly.
Let's go with fatal flaw.
Okay.
Accursed sounds good too, but I think fatal flaw is probably
Cool. So this is basically going to be the equivalent of like a familiar that you're going to have as part of your as an alternate character sheets. That is like druid forms. You are able to transform into it and manipulate things.
Interesting. Okay.
So it will take your place. So I just want to note all this down.
Okay. I'll get an image and stuff later.
Yeah. And then... I'm sorry, which flaw did you decide on again?
I think fatal flaw makes more sense.
Gotcha.
Unless you
Fatal
think
flaw.
unless you think one of the other ones might fit. Not savage though.
Oh, I think that works. I'll make a note that it is dark.
Okay.
Perfect.
God, that's cool. Death rattle is fucking cool though.
Yeah. But it's all either creatures, so that's allies included. It's everyone.
Yeah, I know. It's cool, but I don't want to fuck other people. It's really cool actually. But yeah.
Okay. Are there any other questions anybody has?
I was actually just kind of going over my things again.
Yeah.
Because I have since I did choose like my dice, my stats to be pretty balanced. I was looking at Spellblade, and I'm not sure, I guess, like how beneficial it is since my dice are pretty much all the same. I don't know if they would be. I don't know if I really actually need Spellblade, because like if I cast Ignis just normally, it's the same. My dice are the same as if I use Spellblade. So I'm trying to think if or am I missing something?
No, you're on the money. It is a thing to where, since you have such a balanced character stat sheet, Spellblade isn't the most beneficial.
Okay.
If it was something to where you were heavily strength dex or might dex instead, it would be much more beneficial. But as is, I don't think it is the best.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is if I can remove Spellblade and then get So yeah, take level out of Elementalist and then grab one of those that I was looking at in Weapon Master, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so then
And-
I think then, I think I'm gonna get Breach. I think I'm gonna get Breach.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I should still, because I can still use Elemental Weapon to give my unarmed attacks fire for the scene, and then I can still use Ignis as a range attack. So yeah, I think I'm good.
Fantastic. Boss, just want to double check, make sure that you are good with all your stuff.
Yeah, I got everything I need.
Ooh. Oh, you picked up Wild Reflux. That's cool.
It's the only one that made sense to me.
Yeah, and after you took some hard hits that first game, so I'm not surprised. It's good.
What is this boulder doing rolling towards me?
Willow, Corset, are you feeling good with what you've done so far?
Yep. I feel very good about it all.
Okay.
Oh, I found something. I'm gonna send this once I fix it.
Yeah. And Vitexi Cloud, I am confident you've got yours figured out, but I want to double check and check in with you.
I think I'm good.
Okay. And you said which one you were picking up again? It was Esper and...
I picked up the Esper.
Psychic Gifts?
Yeah, Psychic Gift. For some reason, it didn't.
I gotcha.
I didn't save that. Anyway. Yeah, the Gravitokinesis.
Cool. And you got your brainwave clock already. Good, good, cool. All right, then. I think everyone, we are up to date, feeling good. I know we're getting close to our first hour. Do we want to go ahead and take an early break and come back into our story?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and we will be back soon.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well,
All right, welcome back, everyone. I think we are all ready to go. So, for a bonus 1 XP, would anyone like to go ahead and give a brief rundown of the story so far?
Yeah, shit.
I was chilling with my friend and I got hit by a truck.
Okay, that is one part of the story, yes. You were introduced to Truckcoon.
Yeah, Truckcoon and me made an acquaintance, and then I was in a magical land that I didn't know anything that was going on.
Yeah, all the rest of the group were in the sky ship, and her pink beam hit us, it seemed like, and we went down, and we investigated the ruins and found Willow. From there, we ended up having to fight some enemies, and I spoke with Papa, which freaked everyone out. Don't know why that would happen. And then from there, we met the BBEG, who ran away like a bitch because
Yes.
he had crystals.
Yes.
I have a hatred towards him now.
Yeah, good.
Yes. You have a specific hunt. You picked up a bond against him. Yeah, the adjudicator.
We did
So
go back
that's-
and fix the
Mhm.
ship.
Yes, we did. We
Then
went
you did
back.
go
and
back.
fixed- yeah.
Yes. And that actually reminds me one more thing about the level ups that I had not done yet, and that is give you guys some new things that you can decide if you want to do or not. So let me pull that back up because I neglected that entirely.
Ran away after
And I
taking
got
Lux to the face. Yes.
Yeah, he took a few Lux to the faces. He was not the happiest about all that Lux.
What you gonna do with all that lux? All that lux up in your face.
There we go. So let's see. You're right. Okay. The other thing is that when you level up, this is a moment of your character evolving, your story moving on, and you have the option, if you want, to changing your identity or theme if you think it's changed in some fundamental way since your last level up or when you started the game. So everyone has that option. They're able to do it freely. This does have mechanical implications because invoking your identity, your themes, your bonds are how you are able to reroll or add bonuses to your rolls.
I think I'm good personally.
Okay. All right then. If no one has any thoughts or if they want to change anything, we will get started. We are in the skies of Lux. You have just taken off from the Starfall crater. You are all coming together. The ship is still pretty battered, but it is very functional as your pilot, Leon, is taking you through the skies. As you go through the skies, he brings up, all right, so where am I taking you all? The ship's pretty battered, so going to Dragon's Head is not a bad idea if we want to get repairs, but if you're wanting to push it, we could try and make it back to Arcane Mechanica. What are your thoughts on this?
I would not mind to return to Dragonhead personally.
I think it'd probably be good to make sure the ship is in pretty good like working order. We don't want it to like wear out before we get there.
It's a fair point. Anyone else? Colt, was it? What are you thinking? I know you've got some engineering in your background.
We should probably go. I am unmuted. We should probably go to the closest place, so we don't just like dive bomb into some random place again.
That's fair.
Like I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty important, but I don't know. Like I don't think we. I think at this point I don't know if we need to like rush to and in the point where we're going to endanger ourselves.
It's a fair point. If everyone's in agreement, then I think we'll head to Dragon's Head. One moment before we do more, Colt, remind me what your project is.
A single shot rifle, like a long musket.
Gotcha. I wanted to make sure that was up as a clock. There we go.
Yes.
So, and you are 1 in. There we go. Beautiful.
Wait, the Coming of Doom. I don't like that.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry that that's there.
It's fine.
Doom, da-doom.
For those that don't see, there are
now.
There are what's called clocks, which are basically like ways to count down progress of things in the world. One of them is Colt's rifle that he's working on, which is a 4-stage clock that's being filled. And then there's something called the Coming Doom, which is a 10-step clock that no one knows what's going on. And it is anchored to the top right next to the buttons. That's probably why you can't pull it into the frame, Ida.
Yeah, I know. Because it'll load it. It'll load everything else in it, and it'll look really ugly. So sorry, guys.
Yeah. But I will give heads up to the chat as that changes, if it changes. So let's go ahead and pull up the world map then. And you guys are right over the Starfall crater, that airship that's floating right over there. So let me make sure that that is properly actually anchored.
This is too cool, dude.
Yeah. It's freaking rad.
The actual shadow working. There we go. All right. So the choices were, and I will give a bit of a background as a reminder of the story so far. It was Colt, Beatrice, Zarek, and Vitexi had a different assignments to go and investigate the Starfall crater, which within the crater they found Willow and her cat companion, Frag. The goal was the original goal was to return to Arcane Mechanica so you could report into the Senate there and give your, report on why things have been changing since monsters have been becoming more intense out of the crater. The decision you've made, though, is because of the damage of supposedly Willow's arrival. There are repairs that are needed to be done to the airship, and you're headed to Dragon's Head to the east instead. So if that sounds right to everyone, then we will start heading that direction, and I will get some rolls in. To see if there's any problems on this ride. It is a very good thing that you would have made this decision, because as you are crossing over the river towards Dragonhead and you start seeing the city that's nestled up against the mountainside, there's some engine problems and you can feel the ship start to lurch as you are descending down into the city.
Is it
Fuck.
supposed to be doing
What?
that?
I can only think of that thing from Fast and the Furious. Oh my god, my intake's going to explode.
So, Dragon's Head does not have an airship landing. It is not a highly advanced civilization like the Empire of Archon or Arcane Mechanica. It is a feudal society that, as you are starting to descend out of the clouds and towards the city, you see just off to the side, as if it was like dolphins or whales of a boat, a wyvern that is hovering and gliding next to you. This beautiful white scaled creature that is moderately intelligent, but is just going through and riding along the same slipstream you are as you descend.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
That's a dragon, isn't it? Out of character.
It is a wyvern, which is like a lesser dragon.
Okay. That's a wyvern. They're common in these parts.
Oh, it,
They're gentle.
dragons, right? Dragons. That's totally normal. Totally legit. Like totally like. No cap. That is weird. Okay, this is all weird. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but I just need. I'm gonna sit down. She sits down on the deck and just starts doing some deep breathing.
As you are sitting down on the deck, Frag, your cat companion, goes and kind of just hops onto your shoulder and climbs on top of your head and just sits. It's like, calm your down, princess. This is shit that you should be used to already.
Are you kidding? I'm not used to any of this.
This is like the least, like, shocking thing of so far. It's a wyvern, like,
Dragon is the least shocking thing.
wyvern, you are being culturally inappropriate.
Wyvern.
There you go. That's a good girl. And he pats your head.
Willow, I'm sorry to say I don't think you arrived with a hat.
No, I did not. I don't know where Frag came from.
No,
I don't know
no,
why it knows me.
no. Your hat that you lost.
Oh.
You said you were looking for your cap.
No. Cap. I meant. I guess slang is like totally different here. No cap means no crap. Like. No kidding.
Who's kidding around here? I think this is a pretty serious thing. You are a weird ass girl that's suddenly here and making problems for everyone. And hey, I'm glad you're here, princess. Like,
Oh,
you might just solve some problems.
was she a goat herder?
A
A
goat,
goat herder princess. Oh, that's new. Were you a goat herder princess? And he pats your
No.
head again.
I'm not a goat herder. Like, at home, I don't even have any pets.
Yeah, no wonder you're so bad with me. And he hops off your head.
Okay. At this point, like Derek would probably walk over to Willow and just kind of gently like pat her shoulder and like look at the others. Like, you know, at this point, yeah, she is from a different, I guess, place in the world. I guess at this point, so this is still probably a lot overwhelming for her. So maybe we need to just kind of ease up a little bit, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, he gives a nod, but then he looks over and just is kind of like amazed at the wyvern, like just in awe of that, just because he probably hasn't seen many, because because he hasn't been too far from the tribes like often yet. So
Yeah, where
yeah.
you're from, it's more about, Jin and Ifrit and those kind of creatures, the mirage streets of the free tribes. Seeing a dragon, something that is a mountainous creature that is out in these high rocky mountains, these sharp mountains, and their high peaks, snow-covered peaks, is very foreign to you. So yeah, this would probably be the first time you've seen one.
Yeah, but yeah, he would be, first things first, just trying to, try to ease people, like calm people down, but still taking in everything, because this is all like he's still just like, oh my god, this is all neat new.
Colt is just gonna stand there, just looking at it and be like, "That would look great on my wall." If
He
it
gets
would
a
fit.
death glare.
I'm a hunter. What?
Shall not touch the beasts in this area.
I didn't say I was. I was just saying it would look great.
It would not. And I would suggest, perhaps, that you hold your tongue unless you would like to find yourself in prison within Dragonhead. There are holy beasts here.
I would probably die if I were to try. So I'm not actually going to do it.
They're considered holy?
Yes.
Huh. Well, holy dragon. Wyvern. Whatever.
No, there's difference. There are wyverns, but then there's the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
There's big difference, princess. Like a dragon is going to be like 2 or 3 times the size of this ship.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's just a few of them up in the mountains, but if they come down, it's a big deal.
So me
hold court.
freaking out isn't exactly out of keeping with this place, because if a big old dragon came down, everybody'd be freaked out, right?
No, not at all. We would be quite blessed if that were to happen. In the past, there has been, when they have held court.
Held court?
Hmm.
Huh.
I guess it would be more like why they would be coming down would be the cause to either be like concerned or otherwise.
Court, huh?
Yes,
And Willow is just like
everyone.
imagining a dragon wearing like a judge's outfit, with, like the little gavel and stuff.
Is this like a American judge or a British judge with the white wig?
British white wig.
Okay. All right. So, Beatrice, I have a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
What is the name of your sire?
Count,
Cheeseburger.
What?
God.
What food?
I don't know.
I'm hungry now.
Count, Lucian.
Lucian. Fantastic. I just want to make sure I have... Yeah, no wonder you don't have the permission to create the item. I just made it, game. I just
Tell
wanted
it.
to note that before we descend. So the descent down into the forest around Dragon's Head is a little rocky. It's a little rough. And you are looking up at this towering city of Gothic buildings and spires. This is a place that is foreboding in the way that it builds itself up so strikingly. It is a place of, with it being nestled into the mountains, of sharp spires, sharp roofs, lots of stone, and it is intense to say the least as you start making your way into the city. Oh, double sound, stop that. And you start making your way into this spiraling, tall city of stone and tradition. Leon's looking around and looks to you, Beatrice, and are there any other engineers in the area that might have spare supplies that we could use or purchase to get the airship back up and running?
Can I roll to see if I know that?
Sure, you'd be more than welcome to. Let me look real quick.
Okay. I just couldn't
would
say
say
anything.
I would ask. No, I was gonna say I would like Beatrice to do it first, and then I would have Colt do it as well, because it's a difference between like a professional familiar with things and then a local familiar with things. So I would say insight plus insight for you, Beatrice, please.
Trying to remember how to do this.
It's in just below your Fabula points. It says roll check.
I have no idea.
No, unfortunately, your life was within the spires, not with getting your hands dirty or being around the rabble.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's not something that you're familiar with. Colt, if you'd like to do the same roll, insight plus insight. Okay. Colt, you looking around and how the city's kind of laid out, there's an obvious like trade district and market, but the thing that catches your eye is the down going into the more of the gutters of the city, down in the Tanner's district and the smithing district. You think that if there is something, it would be down there?
This place is huge. Will is just kind of taking it all in, looking around, scanning the city line and.
Yeah. Boss, did you hear what I had described? 'Cause if you're talking, we
I was
can't hear you.
fucking muted again. Damn it.
Oh.
I said it would be this way.
Okay.
And I put in the direction of the shit.
The shit.
The shit.
The Tanners and smithing district. Yeah. He's like, all right, lead the way. Thank you. Is there anyone that wants to go with him?
No, it doesn't really interest me.
Willow just decides to tag along Colt for now.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Zarek would go as well, because if it's part for the ship, because the ship is kind of run on like those elemental crystals as well. So he would go along as well, since he has some kind of knowledge for that.
Mhm. Yeah. Which that will be a quick reminder for everyone in chat, as well as the world building here, so everyone's familiar with. Different forms of crystals that are basically elemental crystals are used for fuel in a lot of different systems that the Arcane Mechanica makes and utilizes. They are a natural occurring thing, though they can be very unstable unless they're held and used properly. So, yeah. So, Zarek, Colt and Leon are going down to the tannery and stuff. Are you going to go ahead and go with them as well, Willow, or are you going to stay with Beatrice and Vitexi?
I'll stay back with them.
Okay. All right, then. Let me do a quick roll. Okay. For the time being, we are going to stick with the ladies. So, Beatrice, Willow, and Vitexi, you see Colt and Zarek and Leon going down into the smithing tannery district, and you three are left in the middle of the city streets of Dragon's Head. What would you like to do?
I wouldn't mind checking in with my knighthood. Since
Okay.
we're here.
Yeah. Is that something you're going to allow the others to follow you to, or?
I mean, if they want to come, they can, or they can check out the city. It's completely up to them. It's not like barred, like, you know.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Texi's going to look into her bag and, briefly look at the crystal that she swiped out of the, below the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
This, there might be somewhere that I might be able to find out someone who knows something about it here, but I feel like the best bet would, be in our eventual destination up north. Let's check that out. So I think I'll tag along with Beatrix.
Okay.
Hood up, of course.
So the three of you ascend the spires to Beatrice's knighthood, her house, her bloodline. It's all kind of the same thing, but different at the same time. There's a lot of history in these walls, and walking through, you start to see others like her, same kind of pale features. They're all, not all, but most of them are heavily armored. There's a few of them that are in robes and carrying books, are scholars and researchers, bookkeepers to the house. And it is lavish. It is what, Willow, you would have heard a knighthood, a princess's kingdom would have been like in your home and in your world. There's stories there. It is opulent. It is gorgeous. As you head towards House Valmont. And this is a location that, one, it's common for knights to be able to be called here and approached to discuss matters of the house and their decisions and where they're going. And it is one of the places that is most likely to find your sire. So, Beatrice, if you would, please describe Count Valmont.
Count Valmont is a very tall, lithe man with pitch black hair and red eyes. He has a slight hook nose. I guess a good way of explaining him, he kind of looks a bit like Severus Snape, but not as greasy.
Okay. So Severus Snape, if he found soap.
Yeah.
And is there a certain style of armor that is common within House Valmont that's kind of the norm for the knighthood?
It would be your pristine white and silver robes, and it would have a unicorn as a crest on the breastplate.
Gotcha.
Wow, who's this guy?
So as you enter and approach, you see up on that dais at the top, not sitting in a throne or before that symbol or anything, but rather kind of leaned over it. He's got papers and like in front of him as he's reviewing the different news that's delivered to him before he, hands out details and reports and orders to the rest of the house. And as you approach, your footsteps, echoing in the hall, he looks up. For as pale and gothic his features are, the area around him is bright and well dressed. One could even say pure, and he has a look of focus, of seriousness, but not of brooding as you approach him. Oh, Beatrice, I'm surprised to see you here. He'll push his paperwork aside and give you his full attention.
Yes, at this point, she's not stuttering. The airship that we were traveling upon crashed, and it came close to losing altitude again, so we came to Dragonhead.
I see, that is concerning. I trust your pilot is handling it?
Yes, along with another young man. He was an engineer.
Very good, very good. And who are your compatriots? They are,
This is Vitex.
if you forgive.
Oh, go ahead.
If you forgive me, you are both dressed very unusually for the region.
This is Vitexi and Willow. I did have some questions. Hopefully, you might have some answers.
Of course, my dear. And he will go and reach for a cane. It has a head, and Beatrice, as much as it is as a cane for walking, it really isn't. It's much more for the authority of it, as well as the hidden blade he keeps within it. Mm-hmm. And he walks down the steps to properly greet you all. And he's like, oh, please, your names.
Wow, total daddy. My name is Willow.
The taxi.
Willow and Vitexi. Well, what are you implying with the daddy? I am the sire and father of this house.
Yeah. It's totally what I meant.
I would like some insight plus willpower from you, Corset.
Okay.
You are trying to cover up a social faux pas right now in the middle of this court.
Okay. Here it goes. Maybe. I pushed the button.
Try it again.
Oh, you know what? I have the window popped out. That might be what's
That's
doing
probably
it.
what
That would do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I put
pop
it
it back in.
back in.
And just put it back in.
Oh,
You're
God.
talking to daddy.
Oh, my God.
Insight and what? Willpower?
Yes.
Okay. I did good.
He
Right.
looks at you for a moment and nods, and very well, you are new to our customs, so I can understand the confusion.
Yes, very, very new to all of this. Yes.
Father, my lord, may we speak in private?
Of course, just the two of us or your companions as well?
I would like my companions to join.
Look between you and very well, follow me. and he will take you into his personal library. It is a study and room of knowledge that is centuries, if not millennia, of just books and history and details about the worlds that would be lost to mortals. And it is this, as he steps in, he allows you three to enter. Before he closes the door behind you, there is a quick sigil of magic over his hand as that sigil echoes over the door itself and it locks into place with a magic seal. It's like, there we are. Privacy. Now, my dear, what is it you're concerned about?
Willow, I hope you do not mind if I'm forward. Willow has come from another world.
Another world, you say? He'll turn to his attention to you, Willow. Vitexi, if you would like, you are free to make an insight plus insight roll to see if there's anything in this room that's catching your attention.
I'd love to.
Fantastic. He'll look over to you, Willows. Is this true, young lady? You are from another world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm far, far away from Providence.
Providence, that is not a place I've heard before. He's looking at you with great interest at this point. And as he's looking at you from probably within your coat where he was, or a coat like pocket, Frag just hops out of your jacket onto the floor, looks around, he's like, holy shit, this is a nice place.
Frag, so sorry. This cat seems to know me. I don't know him.
I mean, yes, princess. Yes, I know you. Of course I know you. He's saying this, but he's kind of hopping and like walking over to Beatrice and kind of rubs on her for a moment.
I pick him up.
Mm-hmm. And he starts to low purr. The Texie. You're looking around and there's a lot here that's very alien to you. But there is one book that has a writing that you understand, and likely you might be one of the only people in the world that understands. And it says, The Calamity.
Well,
Is it just on a bookshelf or?
Yeah, it's just on a bookshelf. What I imagine is happening is as Count Valmont is talking with Beatrice and Willow, you're kind of free to just kind of look around, and as you're walking, it just kind of catches your attention. It's a book bound in red, but the engraving on it is like a pearlescent silver. It stands out compared to all the other books here. By its very nature, it stands out.
Well, I have no reason to know the exact etiquette of the current situation, so I don't think I'm going to hesitate on picking it up.
Okay. Let me do a quick check. Amazingly, he does not notice. So his attention is fully focused on his daughter and this strange companion, and you are free to start browsing this book. Count Valmont looks over to Beatrice, and it sounds like you had a very eventful trip. Can you tell me what happened? What caused all of these unusual circumstances?
I'm not quite sure, but we came upon ruins that seemed teeming with life in the middle of the crater. I still don't quite make sense of it, and we found Miss Willow there. And we ran into quite a few of the creatures that I mentioned before. But more concerning is that there was a cloaked man there. I think he was up to ill good. And he had a crystal.
Crystal? What sort of crystal?
Vitexi. Vitexi, do you have that crystal?
Give me double insight, please, Vitexi, to see what you learned before you were distracted.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. You're going over this page that is detailing. It's dry. Whatever, regardless of the eye-catching, scandalous nature of something called the Calamity may be, this is a dry text. It is math and equation and ruins and a blueprint to the end of the world. And as you are starting to go through and see it and trying to figure out, like, why is this here, is when you get called.
I'll, I guess, set it down for the moment. I almost feel like I'd absentmindedly put it in the bag, put it in my bag, and then pull out the crystal from the bag.
Sure. Are you doing this like in a stealthily way, or are you just doing it like as a matter of this is the natural thing to do?
It's the natural thing to do because I'm intending on opening the book back up as soon as able.
Okay. Gotcha. The Count definitely sees this at this point, but he doesn't say anything considering he's expecting something from you at this point. So he turns his attention and you can see his red eyes follow your hand as you put the book away and then take out this crystal.
Yeah, I'll present the pink crystal.
He will reach for it and take it and look it over a few times, and this is what you found within the ruins.
Was there many pieces? There was like lots of them, right?
There was lots of pieces.
Okay.
Most of them were small.
Okay.
A lot of them were like inert at this point, but this is specifically one that you recovered that the adjudicator, the one in the cloak, was trying to get and made off with.
Yeah, she relays that.
Okay. Look it over, and this is remarkable. He turns it over in his hand a few times, studying it. I will be very honest with you, daughter. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen a crystal with this kind of hue and this energy. This is different. You said you found this in the crater.
Yes, in the ruins there. As we were leaving, we did notice that everything was dying, right?
Yes.
As we were leaving, everything that was living was dying.
See. Some kind of life energy, I assume, but nothing that the house would have used. This is not magic related to our magic, Beatrice. This is different.
Do you think the dragons may know?
He clenches his jaw for a moment, and it's possible, but getting their attention can be time-consuming and difficult. But it's a lead. It's possible. I could send a page out, or you may try to call on them yourself, and he will go and hand the crystal back to Vitexi.
Let's do it for now, so we can learn more.
Okay. He looks over to you, Beatrice. So I could send a page to see if we can get the attention of the High Dragons, or you are free to call on them yourself. But it would take time either way.
I
What?
would call upon them.
You would call upon them yourself?
Yes.
I think that would be wise, considering you're the eyewitness to this.
If that
I
is
would-
okay with Willow and Vitexi. And the others, of course.
You'll,
I don't have any complaints.
They are much older than even us.
Mm-hmm. They would know stuff, I'm betting.
they know many, many things.
Edge.
Edge?
Edge.
Okay.
Edge.
How's everyone feeling? Do you want to take a quick break? Do we want to go and just wait for the ads out, or how are we feeling?
Breaks.
Okay. It's just a 3-minute break anyway, so.
Quick break, go grab your drinks, go to the bathroom, what you need. We only got about 15 minutes left after break before we'll have to wrap up session since Ida is doing dinner.
Okay. Well, actually, I can probably snooze them.
You can snooze? Okay.
Yeah,
then
I
let's
can
just
snooze.
keep going. Okay. Then cancel. Never mind. Stay right where you are. If you've left, come back already. Hey, you sit down. Okay.
You can't tell me what to do.
So he hands the crystal back, and you've made your decision that you're considering the dragons, and he looks at you, Vitexi, for a moment, and his eyes drift down to your bag where the book is, and he looks up to you and tell me, Vitexi, wasn't it?
Yes.
Can you read that?
Oh, I'll pull the book back out. Yeah.
He looks at you for a long moment. You're not trying to cover up any information, but you also, because you don't know the information. So he's not like trying to do insight on you. He is just studying your features and trying to take in what he is seeing exactly before he opens his mouth. And, well, if you promise to bring it back and tell me what it says, I will let you borrow that book while you're on this quest with my daughter. But I will expect it back promptly once you return.
Oh, I thank you. I'll let you know. And,
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should see to the rest of this house. My daughter, he will take your hand, Beatrice, and cover it with his other hand, and do be safe. There is strange things afoot that concern me.
Yes, of course.
Very good. And he will turn to escort you out. He undoes the lock on the door, and we move back to the city streets. Colt, Zarek, and Leon are going down through the streets with Colt leading the way as he smells the grease and the powder and the engines and the smoke, just the element of being a mechanic, an engineer, an inventor, just following that smell. Um, mhm.
Boy, what do you smell? Do you smell the metal over there?
Well, no, it would have a smell because when you're looking at different smelting of the age, it does have a sulfurous scent to it. It would be a way to start tracking this down. It's just where that intense smell is coming from. It'll take you to the smithing. It'll take you to where things are being built.
I
Follow
know
your
it does.
nose.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah. Freaking
So
Toucan
yeah,
Sam over here.
as you are descending and heading down the streets, Zarek and Colt, give me your insight plus insight checks. Let's see what you're seeing around the town.
Let's see, is it roll check or open check?
Oh,
Oh,
let's
roll
fucking
check.
go.
Oh, nice.
what?
Okay,
Only
so
critical on something that doesn't fucking matter. Let's go.
Don't say that. You never know.
it
True.
does matter. One moment, because I need to bring up the opportunities list.
Opportunity knocks.
It really does, because this is an important thing. So, let me pull this up and drop it into chat real quick for you. So, this means that you can do quite a few things, including you have the ability to even go up and increase your progress. I would say if you wanted, you can increase 1 point progress on your project.
I'm gonna do that. I want that rifle.
So what I will say is, as you're going through and you're in this city that is very foreign to you, you are from a place that is very using the equivalent of steampunk-like magics and crystals, using fire and water to power things. And here, this is a more industrious town. This still uses the old-fashioned coal and using traditional smelting and forges. So this is very almost in maybe backwards in a way for compared to what you've lived in. But there are some techniques here that kind of give you a few flashes of inspiration of how you want to apply that to your own project. So that is what I say. What I'll say is the outcome of that crit is that your progress moves forward because you've gotten inspiration from the techniques of old.
Beautiful.
Zarek, as Colt kind of has his attention diverted to looking at some different forging and smelting techniques, you see that up ahead there seems to be, it's kind of a makeshift hangar. It's almost like built out of an old barn. It's what's been used down here at the slums of the town to get it working. And you can see a dark-haired man, very large, broad build, and he is working with a very delicate clockwork bird as he's repairing it. I would say he is, for you, he stands out because he's got a very deep, dark, red skin, very broad, tall orc, as he's very delicately working on a clockwork bird.
At that, that would immediately grab Zarek's attention, seeing another orc, possibly from his tribes here, and working on these devices and stuff that are pretty new to him as well. So he would approach, but try to not interrupt or anything, but he would approach and just kind of observe for a little bit. He's not trying to be sneaky or anything, so he doesn't want to spook him, but he doesn't want to interrupt him either. But he would go over and kind of observe a little bit.
Okay. Do you want to be more not interrupting, or do you want to be more observing?
I think he would probably observe, maybe like observe a little bit more. Like he wouldn't want to erupt, but he would probably be a little bit too excited, and he would just more be fascinated with it.
I would say a dexterity plus insight check,
Okay.
since it's a little of both. Okay. As you're walking and approaching, like, this large man seems to be very in tune with what he's doing, and the sudden interruption makes him go, huh, oh, and he drops it. He doesn't break it. He just drops. He's like, where did that screw go? And he goes and like almost on all fours to pluck out a small screw out from between some cobblestones. Lucky, hello. Oh my goodness, an orc. What brings one of the brothers? Where's the brothers out east?
Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you there. I was just kind of really kind of interested in what you were doing, and yeah, I was kind of wondering like what you were doing here. But I'm here right now in the middle of a task for the free tribes. Actually, kind of on my way to kind of I guess what was the wording, like that raised my ranking. I'm on a task, but we had trouble with our airship, so we're kind of at a stop to make repairs.
Your airship, my goodness. You'll look and see you, first of all, Zarek, and then you'll see Leon, who's kind of like, he's welcome for you to go ahead and take the lead and talk, considering this is more, you seem to be more comfortable with it, and he is a little overwhelmed with everything he's seeing at this point. He says, all right, well, that's certainly a project. How bad is the damage?
It was pretty bad, but we were able to, like, at least seemed like they were able to cobble it up together to make it here, but it started failing again when we got close. So it's in rough shape.
Leon nodded at that point and says, with the engine, we started to have engine failure as we were coming into dock, and so I don't imagine it's going to be flight worthy again until we can get some proper maintenance done to it. I've done all I can. The orc nods a few times. Well, I can certainly help where I can. He looks at you for a moment, Zarak, and knows how to sigh. And all right, I'll see what can be done. At the very least, I can give you a place to work. He gestures to the barn. My name is Kaimal, and I am a toy maker.
Oh, that's good to meet you. My name's Zarek.
Good name, strong name. Leon, Leon, the pilot, mechanic, inventor of it. Kaimal will give him a firm nod, and then he'll look over at the ashen-haired hunter that is very excitedly watching some smiths, and he's like, is that one with you?
Oh yeah, that's Colt. He's a little bit more mechanically inclined than I am, but yeah, he's with us.
Okay, well, then I would say grab your friend, let's go see this ship, because we're going to have to drag it to port.
Right. It does run on the elemental crystals, different types. I do have an affinity for fire, so I was able to help a bit, but I'll do what I can as well.
Very good. I trust you all more than I trust myself with this. Honestly, mostly work with wind-up toys and springs and small cogs, not something as grand as an airship. So I can lend some strength and a place for you to work on it, but I don't have the skills to assist.
I appreciate the help. And nonetheless.
And Colt, are you going to follow along with them, or are you going to stay and observe and study the smithing?
I'm going to stay and observe and try and learn a few things.
Okay. I need you to do a, let's see, dexterity insight check, please.
Dexterity.
Okay. So as you are sitting there observing, Leon just kind of goes out and grabs the collar of your tunic. He's like, "Come on, we need to get some work done. You can look later."
Damn it, but I want to see.
You can see, you could be your voyeur all you want on your time. As he and the rest of the guys go outside the city. And as all this is happening, we are going to briefly cut to a GM's scene.
Okay, if we're doing that, we have to run the ad because it's going in about less than a minute.
Okay, let's go ahead and run the ad then, and we will close with the GM scene, and that'll be our game for the night.
Well, we've had it back.
Here.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. Okay. So, our GM scene. For those that are new, and since it has been a while, I'll do a quick explanation. GM scenes are my personal storytelling device. It is a scene that's outside of all of your characters' point of view. It's not something your characters are aware of, but as not only players, but audience to the story, you are able to see this happen. And deep within Dragon's Head, in the courts that make up the various houses, there are several nobles that are speaking. Some of them dressed in, noble's clothing, a little bit more on the gothic side. There's a brightly colored mage, but the one that stands out in the middle is this very brightly red-eyed girl. She is speaking and talking in a very excited tone, and she's whispering, like, "Did you hear the news? Apparently, there's a stranger here. Very, very strange girl with green hair and spikes in her shoulders. Oh, I would very much like to meet her. And everyone here is going to gain a Fabula point as we end our game."
Oh, goody gumdrops. Some crazy ladies after me.
Let me see. Where do you add a... Okay.
I am automatically doing it.
Oh, thank you. Easier.
Sorry, I added it myself. Let me put that back and forth.
Yep. So yeah, I actually have the ability to like calculate and throw XP at you guys and give you your Fabula points from just a single window. So
Oh, that's so nice.
there
Okay.
you
Alright.
go.
Thank you.
So that will be our close for our third session, and welcome to the main game, everyone.
Right.
Yay.
There's one minor thing.
Yes.
I have to roll 2d20 at the end of the session.
Yes, you do.
Hey, Dubudu. Yeah, the adventure's been good. Thank you.
Those dice look really nice.
All right, nothing changes.
Very good. All right then, everyone. Thank you again for coming. We will have another game next week. We are going to be trying and doing these every week while we can. So moving forward, unless there's some other scheduling conflict, hopefully like clockwork we'll be here. So we will see you all next week.
Oh, just to let folks know, starting in December, is it 18th, 13th? I don't
It
know.
is the, let's see, the next game that would be the 21st because the patch drops on the 16th.
Okay, so the 16th. So starting on the following week, which you said it was December 21st. We are going to be shifting to 2 hours, and immediately after that, I'm still going to stream it. We're going to be running Arcadion. So, so that'll be a 4-hour stream going forward. We do have to shorten it because we are trying to keep up with rating for once. So,
Yes. And yeah, so until then, thank you very much for coming by, and we will see you next week.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
see
Bye.
you
Night.
then. I'm going to go find someone to
Bye-bye.
raid.
Yes.